Hello, my name is Glow and welcome to my channel, Wild Moon by Glow. Today we are doing a life purpose check-in with the question, are you on the right path? Now, this is a pick a card tarot reading. I'll be pulling 8 tarot cards and 2 oracle cards for each pile to give you some guidance and clarity. To choose your pile, just let your intuition lead the way, all right? It'll never guide you in the wrong direction. Now, you might be drawn to a number, an image, or even the colors of the cards. There's really no wrong way to do this. And if you're feeling pulled to more than one pile, that's totally okay. Sometimes we, just need, sorry, there we go. Sometimes we need more than one message. I was like, the card is calling to me. So I was like, all right, these are the 3. Now, you can find the timestamps down below to jump straight to the pile you've selected. If you enjoy pick a card readings, don't forget to subscribe for more. And if you'd like a personal reading, all the info is in my description below. All right, let's get started since I already have the 3 cards here. So the first pile is the Lover card. So the imagery, the colors, the animal on here, if you're drawn to it, the Lover card is pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have the Sword. All right, so drawn to swords, to lightning, or even the colors on this card. So the Sword is pile number 2. Pile number 3, you have the Cave. All right, the Cave. Ooh, I didn't even notice it at first, but look at these eyes. So the Cave. All right, folks. So again, you have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All right, I will see you at your pile. Welcome, pile number 1. You chose the Lover card. Now I'm going to go ahead and set that off to the side for right now and go ahead and pull those 8 tarot cards for you. Now, the first card is going to be your current energy where, ooh, that one wanted to jump. Where are you on your path right now? The second one is your soul lesson, what your soul is learning through the stage. The third card is guidance from spirit. Okay, what your, ooh, too many. What your higher self spirit team wants you to know. Okay, then you have challenges and blockages, what may be holding you back or creating confusion. Feel like, let's see, that actually might be it. Hold on. So what did I say? 4th card, challenges and blockages. 5th card, what to release. 6th, what to focus on. And then the 7th is next step. One more card here. And then the 8th card, the outcome. So what is the outcome? There we go. All right. Now, I am going to incorporate your oracle card into the reading as one of the oracle cards. And we're going to grab one here. And this one's under the soul wisdom, the deeper spiritual message, affirmation about your path. And then the last card is, nope, this one right here. Timing, energy flow, guidance, divine timing, synchronicity, or, when clarity action may come. All right, folks, I'm going to take a look at this here and get it all nicely put together for you. It'll be just a second for you. All right, pile number 1, right away with the 6 of Cups as your current energy here. I feel you're in a relative space, okay? Or not relative, reflective space. What does that even mean, relative space? Anyways, moving on. Some of you might be looking back at the past, thinking about old memories, childhood dreams, or even, connections from long ago. If, it feels like you're asking yourself, did I miss something? Am I supposed to, circle back? Or am I meant to, take what I've learned and finally move forward? Right? So there's nostalgia here, but also, this yearning to clarify about what truly belongs to you. Now, your soul lesson is showing up as the Two of Pentacles. This is about, learning balance, juggling, that juggling responsibilities, choices, or even identities. Spirit is showing me that, part of your path right now is about figuring out how to stay grounded when life pulls you in different directions here. You may feel stretched super thin, but this is actually teaching you adaptability. All right. So how to move with life instead of like against it. Now for guidance, can I pick that up? Now for guidance, your higher self comes in strong with the Queen of Swords. She's asking you to trust your discernment. All right. This is about getting crystal clear, I was going to say crispy crystal, crystal clear, cutting through the illusions and, honoring the your inner truth. So you already know what feels aligned and, what feels heavy. Spirit is just, encouraging you to lean into that clarity and not let emotions or, outside noise cloud your decision, which, makes sense because your challenge card here is the Moon, and the challenge is for me to pick up this card. All right, so the Moon often represents confusion, uncertainty, or even a fear of the unknown. So for you, this looks like self-doubt or second guessing. It's like you've got this fog on the road, right? And Spirit is saying, don't let the fog stop you. Just move with the headlights you already have. Okay, so trust in your intuition to guide the next step, even if you can't see like the full picture yet. Now, what to release here, which is interesting, that it's the Three of Cups, right? For some of you, this could be like over reliance on others' opinions, needing, that external validation, or even distractions from social circle. So Spirit is saying you don't need everyone else's input on your path. This stage of your life is less about, pleasing or celebrating with others and more about deep self-focus. Now, where to put all that focus? You do have the Devil card, all right? And I know this card looks a little intense, but here it feels like Spirit wants you to get really honest about what's holding you back, whether it's habits, attachments, fears, or even illusions of control. The Devil asks you to essentially face the shadow, not to shame yourself, but to free yourself. All right, so no shame, but freedom. Right, this is about reclaiming your power. Now your next step here is the Ace of Wands. Sorry, that's bugging me. The Ace of Wands, and I seriously love this for you. It's a fresh energy, like new inspiration, like that spark of purpose. Spirit is saying that once you confront the old patterns holding you down, you'll feel this, surge of creative energy, like a new idea. It could be an opportunity or even just like a passion project coming that can reignite your fire. And now to your outcome here, you do have the Ten of Swords, and this could look like a tough card, right? The imagery here, it looks a little crazy, right? But here it feels like more of a release. Okay, so the end of an old cycle that's been weighing on you. It's like, Spirit is saying, yes, something must be let go of, but on the other side is like freedom, all right, healing and, renewal. It's not an ending to essentially fear. It's an ending that clears the space for the Ace of Wands here to fully bloom. Okay, so now onto your Oracle cards to bring this all in, right? So like I said, I'm going to use the Oracle card that you chose because you were drawn to it. Now, we do have the Lover card here, and this is not just about, romance. It's about gratitude, presence, and opening your heart to life itself. Spirit is reminding you to live in devotion, to find beauty in the details, and to allow yourself to savor this journey instead of just like rushing to the destination. All right. So when you're rooted in love for yourself, for your path, for the world around you, everything feels lighter. And then we get the crow. Now, the crow is a messenger spirit. The crow is a messenger, and spirit is saying, pay attention to the signs. All right. You're going to be shown the next step, maybe through like synchronicities, maybe through a sudden inner knowing, or it could be even like a physical sensation in your body that tells you, yes, this is it. So trust the nudges. Don't dismiss them as, coincident, because they're guiding you at this time. Alrighty. So to wrap this up, pile number 1, you are being asked to step out of confusion, cut through, the illusions, and release what's been draining you. All right. So face what's kept you bound, because the moment you do, the spark, the Ace of Wands, sorry, I was like this, the Ace of Wands energy is, waiting to lead you into that new beginning. So trust the signs, lean into gratitude, and remember, like, endings are essentially not failures. They're the doorway to alignment you've been asking for. All right. All right, pile number 1, thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. And if you'd like to go deeper with me or book a personal reading, you can find all the links in the description below, and I'd love to connect with you. But till next time, pile number 1, take care and bye. Welcome, pile number 2. You chose the sword here. Beautiful card. I'm going to go ahead and set that off to the side because we're going to use it as one of your oracle cards today. All right. So to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and pull 8 tarot cards for you here. First card is going to be your current energy, where you are right now on your path. Okay. I feel like it's this one here. Actually, I feel like this one, and then this card here, and this card. So we have all 3 of your first 3 cards here. Current energy, soul lesson, guidance from spirits. Now the fourth card is challenges and blockages. So challenges and blockages. I feel this one. Feel that one as well. So challenges, blockages, on what to release. The 6th card is what to focus on. 7th card is the next step here. All right, one more time. Next step here. The 8th card is the outcome. That one. All right, and then let's get your oracle card. So this oracle card will be soul wisdom, the deeper spiritual message that you have. And then this 2nd card, oracle card, is timing and energy flow. That one right there. All right, pile number 2. I'm going to take a look at this and then set it all up for you, but it'll literally be a second for you. See you there. See you in a second. All right, pile number 2. Let's see where you're at on your path. Now, your current energy is showing up as the King of Wands. All right, this is a strong, visionary type of energy. Like, it's the mother effing king, right? So Spirit is showing me that you're in a place where leadership, confidence, and stepping into your own power and your own authority are key themes. All right, so you may already feel this inner fire pushing you to take charge of your life in like new ways. Now, this card tells me you're not meant to play small. You're meant to lead, to inspire, and bring a bold vision to life, like the mother effing king. All right, now your soul lesson right now is the 2 of Cups. And for you, this isn't just about love. It's about learning the balance of partnership. Whether it's romantic, business, or spiritual, your soul is being taught how to, hold your own power while building harmonious connection. So it's about alignment, choosing relationships that, reflect your truth and don't like diminish it. Your higher self comes in with the 8 of Cups, and Spirit is saying, it's time to walk away from what no longer serves you. All right. So there's something in your life that feels empty or, no longer emotionally fulfilling, and your soul knows it. All right. So the 8 of Cups is, a reminder that leaving isn't essentially failure it isn't failure. It's basically like wisdom. All right. So by stepping away from what no longer nourishes you, you can create like this space for something deeper and something like more aligned. All right. Now your challenge card is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, normally a blessing, right? But here it feels like hesitation around seizing new opportunities. Okay, so maybe you doubt if you're ready or if you have what it takes to, make something grow. So Spirit is saying the challenge isn't lack of opportunity, it's trust. All right, so don't essentially let fear keep you from, planting those seeds. Now, what to release? You have the 7 of Wands. If I could pick it up. You have the 7 of Wands, and Spirit is asking you to let go of constant defensiveness, all right? Or, feeling like you have to always prove yourself, all right, pile number 2. You don't need to, fight every single battle or stand your ground on everything. The Spirit is saying, release the need to always protect your space. Listen, you are safe and you are worth, and your worth is essentially already known. Okay. Now, what to focus on? You have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is a big shift type of card. All right. Spirit is asking you to surrender to change, to trust the cycles that are, turning in your favor, to align with the flow of life rather than, resisting it. So the wheel here reminds you that life moves in seasons, and right now you're being turned toward that next chapter. Now, the Lovers card here, this is your next step. And this is such a beautiful card. All right. The Lovers here is, about alignment. Oops, sorry. I just saw it didn't. Oh, is it not focusing? There we go. Sorry. Hopefully that wasn't happening a lot during the video. Okay. So the Lovers here is about alignment, making choices from the heart. And, Spirit is saying the next move you need to make is a choice that brings you closer to your truth, whether it's about love, career, or life direction. This step is about, honoring what feels deeply aligned rather than what looks safe and expected. Now moving on to your outcome here. And the outcome is the Page of Pentacles for you. I love this because it shows that where you're headed is a new beginning, but a grounded one, right? So this isn't rushing into something huge all at once. This is the student type of energy, learning, growing, starting fresh, and even like building a foundation for your future. Okay, so it's humble, it's hopeful and practical. So good stuff with the Page of Pentacles. All right, now that's gonna worry me that it hasn't been focusing. Oh no. Well, if you're seeing this version and I've gone back and looked, it was okay. All right, so now on to your Oracle cards to bring in to focus. All right, so you chose the Sword card here, and this is a powerful type of sign. All right, the Sword represents decisions, the cuts we make that shape our destiny, like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So Spirit is saying the time of hesitation is over. You've reached a point where clear decisions need to essentially be made. And this isn't about, being reckless. It's about being honest and precise. So the choice you make now will define your path moving forward. So All right, moving on, we have the Reaper. Now, this card is confirmation. Something must end so something new can begin. And while endings can be painful, yes, it can. Sorry. I just thought of an ending and something painful. So I feel you here. Now, Spirit is saying this ending is protection. It's clearing away like attachments, situations, or even like relationships that don't support who you are becoming. So the Reaper is tough love from the universe, but it's also a promise of a much better future. Okay. All right, pal number 2, to wrap everything up here, you're being asked to essentially step into leadership. Walk away from what no longer fills your soul and trust the cycles are shifting around you. A clear choice is waiting, and when you make it, you'll step into alignment and a brand new beginning. So trust the sword, trust the endings, and know that your new foundation is essentially already forming. This is forming, okay? All right, pile number 2, thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe for more pick a card readings. And if you'd like to go deeper with me or book a personal reading, you'll find all the details in this description below, I should say. All right, now sending you lots of love on your journey. Till next time, take care and bye. Hi, pile number 3, you ended up choosing the cave card here. Now I'm going to go ahead and set that off to the side because we are going to be reading or using it today as one of your oracle cards because listen, you were drawn to it, so it must be a part of your message, right? All right, so let me go ahead and grab those 8 tarot cards for you. Now this is going to, the first card is your current energy. Where are you on your path right now? So I feel this one dropped first. This is the second card, soul lesson here. Third card is guidance from spirit, like what your higher self or spirit team wants you to wants you to know. Then the fourth card is challenges and blockages. The fifth card is what to release. Then the sixth, what to focus on. Oh my gosh, these are jumping. There we go. Sixth, what to focus on. Next step. And then the outcome. There we go. Woo. Oh my gosh. There we go. Now, let's grab your last oracle card here. Let's see what you get. There we go. All right, pile number 3, I'm going to go ahead and take a look and then set this up all nice for you, all right? Be back in just a second. All right, pile number 3, let's go ahead and see what's going on for you, all right? So your current energy is the 4 of Swords. Now, right now, you're in a season of pause, rest, and reflection. So Spirit is showing me that you may feel like you're not moving forward as quickly as you'd like, or that life has forced you into stillness. But this is actually good. All right, I know. You're like, what do you mean good? Spirit is saying you're meant to slow down, to recover, and give yourself the mental and emotional space you need at this time. This isn't essentially waste of time, it's preparation, okay? It's preparation. Now, your soul lesson here is the Strength card, and this is about cultivating inner resilience, patience, and self-mastery. Spirit is teaching you that true strength isn't about, pushing harder. It's about like compassion, self-control, and trusting your inner power. So you're you're learning that gentleness can be just as powerful as force. All right. Now for guidance, your higher self shows up with the 6 of Cups. And this feels like a reminder to, reconnect with joy, innocence, and even your like inner childhood. Spirit is saying, Spirit is encouraging you to sorry, I was trying to whoosh away something. Either way, you could see back to your card. Spirit is encouraging you to, soften your heart to remember that once like remember what once brought you happiness, and to allow those memories and feelings to guide you forward, because there's healing in essentially revisiting those sweet moments, the sweetness of the past, without getting stuck there. Now, your challenge is the Chariot, okay? Now, this shows me that right now, forward momentum feels hard. You might feel like you're spinning your wheels, and or you're unsure of which direction to commit to. The challenge here is to not force movement before you're ready. Otherwise, it leads to frustration and burnout. We don't like that. We don't like the frustration, and we don't like the burnout, right? Now, what to release? You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and Spirit is asking you to let go of stagnation, of procrastination, or even like a fear of movement. So this card suggests suggest getting stuck in routine or clinging too tightly to your comfort zone, clinging too tightly. So just release the perfectionism or the need to be for the perfect plan before you take action. All right. So Spirit is saying you don't need to you don't need every step mapped out before you move. Okay. Now, what to focus on? You have the Four of Cups, and Spirit is saying, pay attention to the opportunities that are already in front of you. There's a tendency here to, feel bored, feel disconnected, or even like dissatisfied. And listen, there's a real chance that you could essentially miss the blessings being offered because you're focused on, what's not working. And Spirit is nudging you to shift your perspective, look up, open your heart, and, notice what's being handed to you right now. So your next step is the World. And this is a pretty awesome card. This is a pretty powerful card. It's about, completion, integration, and, stepping into wholeness. All right. So Spirit is preparing you to close out an old chapter so that you can essentially embrace the fullness of like this new cycle, of a new cycle. So the World is about graduating into a higher level of being, but it comes after you've, rested and reflected. And your outcome is the Four of Pentacles. And this shows me that if you follow this guidance, you'll step into a more, stable and secure place. This is about, holding healthy boundaries, creating safety for yourself, and building a strong foundation. Now, Spirit is saying the future isn't about like chasing. It's about, creating lasting stability and balance. Now, your oracle cards and how they tie in here. Now, you chose the Cave card, and this card is all about retreat, reflection, and inner discovery. And Spirit is, inviting you to go inward into your cave, to tend to your inner fire. All right. The cave is where you meet yourself without distractions, where you listen to the whispers of your heart. And this is not, essentially punishment, it's initiation. And by stepping into this quiet, sacred space, you emerge changed. And then we have the Harvest Moon. And this card reminds you to slow down and focus on self-care, self-compassion, and, spiritual nourishment. Spirit is saying, you don't need to rush. You're in a season of like gathering, of reflecting, and just gently preparing for what comes next. All right. So this is the time to take care of yourself, refill your energy, and trust that, moving slowly is not the same as essentially being stuck. All right. So to wrap this up, pile number 3, you're being guided to rest. Okay. I think that's been the overall theme here, is to rest. Don't push things. So to rest, to heal, and to reconnect with, gratitude for opportunities already around you. So releasing the need to overplan or essentially stay frozen in your comfort zone by honoring, this pause, noticing what's being offered, and then going inward. You'll, complete an important cycle, and then step into like this greater wholeness. All right, this is my wholeness. And, building a strong, stable foundation for the future. All right, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. This reading resonated. Please give it a like and subscribe for more pick a card guidance. And if you'd like to go deeper or book a personal reading with me, you can find all the info in the description below. And I am sending you so much love on your journey. All right. But till next time, take care and bye.